Thank you, Mr. Chairman, very much, and thank you for convening this incredibly timely and important hearing. And I want to thank our administration witnesses for being here as well and for their dedication to promoting U.S. interests throughout Asia. Out of the ashes of World War II, the United States and its allies set out to create a set of rules, norms, and structures around the world that would not only promote U.S. interests, but also benefit others as well. These systems, built out of the devastation of a world war, have been bastions of American values and influence throughout the world. They have helped countries flourish and prosper, and in no place that has been more evident and important to U.S. national security interests than in Asia. Whether we call it Asia or the Indo-Pacific, it is clear that a growing network of countries, from the Indian Ocean through the Pacific, yearn to participate in a regional system, an American system, that keeps them secure and allows them to prosper. A system that reduces the likelihood of devastating major power conflict while helping others develop and thrive. One that upholds respect for national sovereignty and freedom from coercion. This system's ability to overcome the unique characteristics of the Indo-Pacific have proved its staying power. Though American development programs and institutions like the World Bank and the International Monetary Fund, the United States helped unleash unprecedented economic growth and stabilize a fragile region. We have promoted democracy, human rights, and the rule of law, core values for all people. All the while, American security alliances have deterred threats and helped establish a stable balance of power. This arrangement continues to facilitate our ability to safely address the pressing security challenges in the region. But make no mistake, challenges abound. Prominent immediate ones like North Korea's nuclear weapons and ballistic missiles, longer-term, more nuanced ones like the Chinese government's strategic campaign to weaken the rule-based order, and with challenge comes opportunity. The opportunity to strengthen alliances from Japan to South Korea to Australia, Thailand, and the Philippines, to tackle issues from terrorism to climate change with longtime friends in Southeast Asia, to empower American diplomats to help solve vexing and long-standing foreign policy and security problems, to promote the health and well-being of countless individuals across the most heavily populated region of the planet, to empower people to seek freedom and economic opportunity, and the opportunity to show the region that the United States is no fair-weather friend. That we are devoted to the Indo-Pacific because we, Democrats and Republicans alike, recognize that the region is more peaceful when we truly make it a priority. We are at a unique moment in history, one where we need to communicate to the region, to allies and adversaries alike, that the United States is invested, literally and figuratively, in Asia. That is why Senator Gardner and I introduced the Asia Reassurance Initiative Act, or ARIA. This legislation makes clear that it is an important issue, that there are key tenets that the U.S. regional policy must include. Promoting the rules-based order, whether through trade practices or the freedom of navigation. Peacefully denuclearizing North Korea through diplomacy and economic pressure. Prioritizing reasonable and effective nuclear nonproliferation policies, and defending human rights and the respect for democratic values. Our hope and our intent was and remains to ensure that the region stays at the forefront of people's minds. And in a time when allies and partners in the region may be unsure where the United States stands, it is imperative that we provide reassurance. The region should hear Congress and the executive branch expressing a shared recognition over the challenges and opportunities, and over the principles by which we intend to pursue our interests and promote our values. There is no place in the modern world for powerful countries coercing smaller neighbors through threat of force. No room for dictators to discriminate against, falsely imprison, torture, or kill their own citizens. No room for proliferation of the most dangerous weapons on earth, and no room for the old ways of might makes right. But there should be every chance for creative, forward-looking solutions for preserving the independence and freedom of action for those living under oppression and for forging stronger partnerships with like-minded countries towards common goals. But the system is increasingly under challenge. So we must speak clearly about U.S. objectives in the region, and we must lay out the pathways that will help us reach those goals. And we must fully fund those activities, because a strategy with insufficient resources is no strategy at all. That is why our bill would authorize $1.5 billion annually to address wide-ranging challenges we face in Asia, because we must ensure that we protect both U.S. economic and security interests, as well as the broader international system that has helped provide peace and stability throughout the Indo-Pacific and beyond. The United States cannot afford to cede leadership in such a critical region. Doing so will only lead to a resurgence of the behaviors we have for so long fought against. I look forward, Mr. Chairman, to exploring these issues with this fantastic panel that you have brought to the committee today, and I yield back to you.